Greetings, visitors to the greatestsong.com or YouTubers. In this video, we are looking for the best microphone for podcasting and voiceover applications. We shortlisted 8 of the most popular mics used for spoken word, and we gave them a thorough test drive. Now, in rating these guys, our main concerns were sound quality, price, and ease of use. This video here is just a skinny version of our complete review at thegreatestsong.com. There we have high definition audio clips of our tests and generally just a whole lot more information than you're going to find here. So head over there. The link is in the description below. I'm going to share some of my thoughts about these mics here, but we encourage you to use your own ears and listen to the tests and see what you like, see what mic suits you. The first mic on our list is our top pick, the Shure MV7. Now, for spoken word applications, we gave this mic a rating of 4.9 out of 5 stars. We found this mic to be the best value on the list. It delivered detailed, crisp sound while rejecting most unwanted noise in the room. The pros of the MV7 are excellent sound quality for spoken word applications with the XLR connection. It works with a USB or XLR connection. The mic has great detail for a dynamic mic, and yet it has all the advantages of being a dynamic mic. For example, it performs well in noisy environments. It doesn't require any 48V phantom power, being a dynamic mic as well. Now, the cons of this mic are the greatest drawback we found was the poor sound quality from the USB connection. This was a bit muddy and it had a tendency to clip. It sounded like USB mics usually do, not great. Now, having said that, that leads us to our next mic, which is the Blue Yeti X, which is a USB connected microphone. And yet we give this mic 4.8 out of 5 stars for podcasting, streaming, or voiceover work. It is surprising how well this mic performs for a USB mic. I still have not heard a USB mic that performs better than the Yeti. And in terms of sound quality, the Yeti X can compete with all of these mics on this list. And they were all using an audio interface with an XLR connection. You can see here side by side with the Shure MV7 that the Yeti X is a big mic and she's very heavy. Now, the pros of the Blue Yeti X are that, yes, it's a USB mic with sound quality that can compete with most of the XLR mics on this list. It also has a great price, rejects unwanted noise well for a condenser mic, and there is no need to buy an audio interface. This is a huge advantage. And it has switchable polar patterns, which makes it very useful for different recording environments using multiple guests or what have you from different directions in a room. Now, the cons of the Blue Yeti X are one, that latency or a delay between what you're speaking and what you're hearing through the monitors can become a problem without the use of an audio interface when you're dealing with larger projects with multiple tracks. And 2, some don't like the Yeti size of this here mic. At this point, I would just like to say it would be really, really helpful for us if you find these videos useful. Please subscribe to our channel and like this video below. It goes a long way to supporting us. Our next mic is the iconic Shure SM7B. This is a famous mic for the spoken word. It gives a flattering, warm cushion to any sound source. Michael Jackson used it to record Thriller. We give the SM7B 4.8 out of 5 stars. The pros of the SM7B are iconic sound for spoken word. It flatters every voice with SM7B warmth. It rejects unwanted noise very well. It has a built-in pop filter and shock mount system, sung vocals, guitar amps, and other musical applications. It does not require, because it's a dynamic mic, it does not require 48V phantom power. Now, the cons of the SM7B are that it is a big mic. You can see in this picture here, next to a pen and an SM58. You can see it's a sizable mic. It's heavy. And it can sag a weak stand because it's quite heavy. So you need a very strong stand. And it requires considerable gain from your preamp, probably about 60 dB if I'm correct. Our next mic on the list here is the Neumann TLM 102 microphone. We give this mic a 4.6 out of 5 for spoken word applications. This mic delivers the most refined detail on this list. Its detail is perfectly balanced by a warm, low end, and this is the top end of spoken word mics that we would recommend. The pros of this mic, again, in terms of detail, it outperforms anything on this list. It is a top-grade mic that can handle anything in a studio, from intimate vocals to rocking loud drums. I should also mention this mic comes with a built-in pop filter as well. Now, the cons of the TLM 102 are that it is pricey. It's pricier than the others on the list. At the time of this review, it's about $699, something like that. It picks up everything, so it's very sensitive, and that's a great thing, but then sometimes it can be a problem if you don't have a treated room or a good sound shield or a generally quiet space. There is no shock mount or carry case provided with this mic. Next, we have the AKG P420 microphone. We give this 4.5 out of 5 stars. In general, we thought this is a great value mic. It delivers solid performance on a variety of applications. The pros of the P420, as we said, great value and versatile. Also, it is definitely worth mentioning that this entry-level mic comes with this beautiful steel carry case and shock mount and pop filter all included. Its switchable polar patterns and the ability to handle musical applications make it a really solid budget microphone. The cons of the AKG P420, it picks up the entire room. A sound shield or treated room is recommended, and it lacks the fullness and refined balance of the pricier choices on this list. Next, we have the C214. We give this 3.7 out of 5 stars. Now, this is a great, versatile condenser mic with a brilliant modern sound signature. The lower rating, however, is due to its price. If you plan to use it only for spoken word, you're not really getting the full value of this mic. And in this case, others on this list would offer better value. Now, the pros of the C214 are the following. It has the best detail on this list after the Neumann TLM 102. It comes with a shock mount and a steel carry case, as you can see here. The AKG mics really do not skimp on accessories. It is a versatile condenser mic that works well on most musical studio applications. It handles plosives and sibilance with ease. Just it's very responsive in that way. The cons are that it picks up everything in the room, like all condenser mics. It's a treated room, or at least a sound shield is recommended. And for spoken word applications, there's probably better value on this list if you're only going to use this as a spoken word mic. Next, we have the Shure SM58. For podcasting and voiceover applications, we give the SM58 3.0 out of 5 stars. The SM58, of course, is the most popular microphone in the world. It is designed for use primarily in live applications. However, it is a wonder of engineering, and it will give you a good enough sound in nearly every application. However, we don't recommend this mic for podcasting and voiceovers, but if you've got one sitting around the house, you can still get a decent usable sound with the right compression and EQ applied. The pros of the SM58, it'll give a good enough sound to nearly every application. It's a great price. It's indestructible. It really is indestructible. You should look it up. It's great for live stage applications. It has a built-in pop filter. It has excellent rejection of neighboring noise, being a dynamic mic. And also being a dynamic mic, it doesn't require a 48V phantom power source. The cons of the SM58 are it's not really built for podcasting or voiceover in mind. The sound quality for spoken word struggles to compete with the others on this list. It's just a bit dull. The final mic we have on the list is the Audio Technica AT2020 with an XLR connection. There is also a USB-only version of this mic, but we reviewed just the XLR version. It offers great value and better detail than other entry-level condenser mics, but still, it's a bit thin sounding for spoken word, we thought, in our tests. Pros are it is inexpensive. It's about the price of an SM58, I think, about $100. It gives a good amount of detail, and the cons are it is high self-noise, so there's a little bit of hiss on all the recordings you make. It picks up the entire room, just like all condensers. It would need a sound shield or a treated room. That would be the recommended use. As we said, the sound is a bit thin, and the low-end balance is lacking. Thank you so much for joining us today for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time at thegreatestsong.com.